5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Fever Pitch Podcast. I'm your co-host, Brian.
I'm Dan. How you doing?
Yo, what's going on?
A lot has happened in the sports world, but first I want to talk to you guys about this Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. This thing was purely a joke. Mike Tyson is 58 years old, and Jake Paul is 27. On top of that, Netflix botched the streaming of the event. It was an overall bad event. Some of the undercards were all right, but everybody came to see Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson came out strong in the first 2 rounds, but then after that, he was basically a standing tombstone. Like, he's almost 60 years old. Like, let's be serious, guys. Do you guys think Jake Paul is actually going to accept any of these challenges from boxers within 10 years of his age?
I think Jake Paul's here for money. Him and his brother, one thing about them two, they gonna go get the bag by any means possible. They gonna go get the bag. So, if he fights, it'd probably be Canelo, because I feel like it will pay dividends. So, and also people not buying no more fights after seeing Tyson him fight. People not buying into the old hype anymore. So he don't have to fight someone real to even get pay-per-view. So yeah, probably Canelo. I think Tank called him out. Someone else, forgot his name. But yeah, it's gonna have to be some real boxer this time. Mike Tyson's obviously the greatest boxer.
No.
Boxer
I'm with you. Mike Tyson is around my father's age. Now my dad's older, but like Mike Tyson is way past his years of boxing. So the fact that he even got in the ring and made it competitive is just a testament to how good he is as a fighter. At the same time, if it was Jake Paul, right? It was Jake or was it Logan? It was Jake. If Jake Paul actually fought like a Canelo, a Tank, a Bud, a Shakur, he'll get demolished. Like, can we actually be serious? Like, he's fighting a bunch of guys. If he gets in the ring with a true boxer, they're gonna take his head clean off.
I completely agree with that. But money talks, and what do you guys think about, hear me out, I know this one might be a little spicy. Jake Paul is the biggest face in boxing right now.
What are you talking about?
Wait, is that what you're saying?
That was like a hot take. Is that like something?
That's what the people are saying. Jake Paul is bringing the most eyeballs to boxing right now.
People are not. People are not watching Jake Paul to see boxing. They're watching Jake Paul because he's pulling stuff like, oh, let's see if Mike Tyson can beat up Jake Paul. Entertainment. It's basically a WWE. It's basically what Logan's doing at WWE. It's basically the same thing. They're putting up these matches that already have a clear winner. No one thought Mike Tyson was going to beat up Jake Paul. He's literally 50 with a bad knee. You know?
The faces come on.
The faces of boxing are Canelo, Gervonta Tank Davis, these guys.
Shakur, Canelo, Crawford, Ryan. Yeah, like, even Garcia. Like, Garcia will put hands and feet on both the Paul brothers. Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Chris Paul. I'm kidding.
Paul. Chris
I'm
Paul.
I'm kidding.
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
But yeah, man, like, I watched it in the car on my way home. I had a road trip. I wasn't really impressed. But hey, I'm sure a lot of money was made by people who put money down. And shout out to AB for, if you know, you know. With a full-blown IG Live of the fight, because Netflix the servers are getting cooked.
Yeah, Netflix really need to get that service fixed because they host 2 Christmas games and it's not. And when Christmas come around, 2 Christmas games they host will be very important. I think they host the Ravens in Texas. I think that game will be very important. And they host. I think they host the Steelers game. I think the Steelers play that Christmas game too. Yeah, not for sure. Can someone pull it up? The Christmas games?
No, I think it's
the Ravens versus Steelers.
Yeah,
it's the Ravens versus Steelers.
It's the who Ravens?
Ravens versus Steelers.
It's the Ravens versus Steelers on Christmas?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus. And they're not. They literally need to lock in because
let's
Right.
even just get
Chiefs,
into.
It's Chiefs, Steelers, Ravens, Texans.
all right, that's
Chiefs,
what it
Steelers,
is.
Oh,
Ravens,
tripping.
Texans.
Okay, I'm tripping.
And they're having
Okay.
the halftime. And they're having the halftime show at the Ravens game.
Yeah, Beyonce's
So
performing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of dollars, a lot of eyes. They can't mess that up.
This is their big chance with the NFL, so we'll see how that goes. But speaking of the NFL, what do you guys think about Daniel Jones getting benched?
It's overdue. Like, yeah, it should have happened. They shouldn't. First of all, he shouldn't have got paid because he's not a good quarterback. And yeah, they need to go get Cam Ward like ASAP. That's all I got.
I think it was I think everyone seen it coming. I think right after they lost to the Panthers in overtime, I was like, for sure this is the last snap as a starter. You know, them demoting him to third string, meaning he won't play for the rest of the season. It's officially Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones' era in New York is over. It is now Cam Ward. They can go get Shador, someone like that. It's officially tank season. So, yeah.
I didn't even know
season.
that. I didn't even know you got demoted at third string. Yeah, it's quick.
Yeah. It's DeVito. Then it's Zach Wilson. And then it's Danny
No, not
Johnson.
Zach Wilson. It's
What's his name?
Is it Drew Lock?
Drew Lock. I think it's one of those two guys. It's one of those two guys. Drew Lock.
I'm pretty sure it's Drew Lock. What do
Yeah,
you guys
Drew
think that they're
Lock.
going to do with Daniel Jones now? Like, how do they move forward with him?
He's cooked. What do you mean? How do you move forward? He's cooked. He's
If
not
they
playing
can't
football.
trade him, they're gonna have an expensive backup next year. That's it. It's like the same thing with the Browns. If you can't trade them, you just have a very expensive backup.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think he's completely useless. I think he can for sure, teach Shador or Cam Ward some things while they out there. For sure, because he was there.
Teach.
He was there. Not teach, but give him like tips. He was a starter for 8 years. Let's not forget he was a starter for 8 years. So he's pretty seasoned in that.
He was a starter for 8 years with the Giants. Anyway.
Yeah, in that sense, so he can give him a little tips and tricks of the NFL. I would say, so that's really what he'd be used for, and as a good backup.
Oh my goodness!
Even if y'all go down some games and y'all want to pull the starters, you got Daniel Jones coming in. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like really don't miss a beat.
He needs to go to the UFL, XFL, CFL, IFL. He doesn't even know. He's cut. He went to
Lakers
Duke,
and
bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, he
You
did
can't
go to Duke,
name one other. You can't name one other athlete in the NFL. I can name one, Jameson Crowder. But outside of Jameson Crowder and Daniel Jones, who else came out of Duke?
Duke is a basketball school, so
Yeah, I was about to say, I only know
come
basketball
on.
players.
Exactly. It's like, can we be serious? Duke for a quarterback. Y'all should have known.
But listen, let's talk about what was my game of the week this week. And we're talking about the Ravens versus Steelers. And, this was a tough loss, I'm not going to lie. It pains me to say Chris Boswell is the best kicker in the league. 6 field goals.
he said Chris Boswell.
6 field goals. All hits,
Hold
no
on.
misses.
Hold on.
Absolutely, all hits no misses. But I think you got guys out there like Brandon Aubrey. One thing we do know for sure, that guy down there in Baltimore that wears number 9, he's toast. He is cooked. He's done. He's horrible. I was watching
what's
this
crazy?
thing. You know what's crazy?
Still
It's
number-
usually with kickers.
Go ahead, Zay. Go ahead.
Usually with kickers, right? You're usually very good, then you're mid for a while, then you're bad. Justin Tucker went from very good to bottom of the barrel garbage. He just skipped the middle phase and went straight to garbage. It's crazy. And I think it's time for getting a new kicker, especially like in the playoffs. Because nowadays, a year ago, you get past the logo, hey, Tuck got that. It's automatic. You get past the logo, Tuck got that as automatic. Nowadays, you get at the 30, I'm like, is he going to hit this? Is he going to hit this? You get an extra point, I'm like, is he going to shank this left? I'm like confused because it's like, I don't know. He's not even the all-time accurate kicker no more.
Yeah, he's
like
second.
He lost it.
He's second.
Like, it's such a bad year for him. I hate to see him fall off like that. I think it's all the Royal Farms commercials. I think he need to stop doing that and go, practice kicking.
Why is your kicker doing commercials, gang? What's up with that?
Listen, right? This one actually hurts because I was looking at some of the stats and some of the numbers. In every single loss that we've had this season, Justin Tucker has missed a field goal. And in half of those games, him hitting those field goals was the difference between a loss and a win. So we have a very serious issue going on, and I'm not sure if it's Justin Tucker himself, the placeholder, but something needs to change, and it needs to change rapidly, because in close games where, let's say we get close to the red zone, we're kicking from like the 35 or something of that nature. If we can't even rely on Justin Tucker to hit a field goal for us, then we're going 4 and out like the Lions every time. That's going to be the strategy from here on out. Because, like you said,
4 and out like the Lions.
Zay, no, because I'm saying the Lions always go for it on 4th.
Oh, go for it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, and if there's not that comfort and security that we can trust in our special teams to get it done, then we have to make something shake, because, hey, this is the NFL. At the end of the day, it's a business, right? And, yes, we do appreciate Justin Tucker for all the things he's provided over the years and all the accurate kicks, but we need you to deliver still consistently, right? If you feel like it's not your time anymore, that's cool. We'll remember your legacy. Retire in grace. Don't go down on the sword. You feel me? Like, one of the people who did it the best was Peyton Manning. He went out on a high note. He went out with the Super Bowl win. Sure, he wasn't the MVP. Sure, he didn't really play that well that season. I think he played like half the game. His stats were horrible. But he left on a Super Bowl. You feel me?
On the back of the
Off.
defense.
Okay, he still left on a Super Bowl win. All right?
Yes.
The ball still had to get in the end zone. Points had to be scored, and he facilitated that. So, like, in terms of the bell curve, yes, he was waning downwards, but going off, leaving at your best / slightly suboptimal, cool, but at your absolute worst, bottom and decrepit, that's not where it should be. I personally believe that Justin Tucker's time isn't done in this league. I think that the issue is whatever's going on with the placeholder. We talked about this previously. In 2022, we drafted a new placeholder after our previous placeholder retired, who had great chemistry with Justin Tucker. There's an issue with that connection, and it's happening in every game, because if you see the ball shanks slightly veering off left every time, right? So that's the primary issue that needs to be addressed. But to talk about more with this game, which was even more impressive, I don't know if this is the second time or third time this season, but the Steelers have won a number of games this season without scoring a touchdown. And I don't know if it's impressive or ridiculous.
They're 2-0 without scoring a touchdown this year, and I think the rest of the league is something crazy. Like, I think the only 2 wins is 2 Steelers and the rest of the losses. So, it's very impressive. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. I think Steelers, just to be me. I mean, we'll talk about that later. But let me talk about my guy, Patrick Queen. The guy, ask a Ravens fan, they like, he's nothing without Roquan. Where was Roquan this game? Hey, man. Before the injury, after all that, you know what I'm saying? Queen really made a statement this game. Very, very bold statement. 10 tackles, forced fumble recovery, tackle for a loss. He was out there doing everything for his team to win. So I think that was the dope thing about it. This Queen being able to get that W for the team. He put his blood, sweat, and tears for to trade him. Not pay him. After he built that ball out there in Baltimore, and then get the win the way they did. Especially him causing the fumble. To basically seal the game. Type thing.
I have so many thoughts. Where do you want to begin? First of all, Brian, I don't think I've asked you this before, but do you think John Harbaugh has plateaued as a coach?
You see, all love to John Harbaugh. He is a great coach with great legacy, but he has plateaued in terms of the output and production of the team. We have the eraser, with Lamar Jackson, who saved him his job. But
yes,
when the moments have counted, he hasn't been able to put the teams in the best position, play calling wise, to do the best things.
Oh, go ahead. That stat you were looking for. So the Steelers, when they don't score a touchdown, have a .333% win percentage. They're 5-10. The rest of the NFL is 39, 544-1, which equals to a .068 win percentage. So yeah, it's like the Steelers have a 1-3 shot on winning a game without scoring. The rest of the NFL has under 1% of a chance. It's 5 times the rate. It's 5 times the rate of the rest of the league. That's absolutely bananas.
Bananas, bro.
What you were saying, Brian?
I do think Harbaugh has plateaued, and most of his legacy, as it stands now, is his offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators doing more of what needs to get done. And don't get me wrong, he's a strong leader and has a strong presence, but a lot of the decisions are questionable. I think the primary thing going forward is going to be figuring out this special team situation. And a big thing that also happened in this game was wide receivers not catching the ball. Deontay Johnson gets hit deep, knuckles the ball. Zay Flower gets hit in the face with the ball wide open. There's no glare, there's no sun. We can't use that same excuse from Cleveland. It just doinked him in the face. Like, these are key moments where it's like, yo, Lamar can only scramble for so long out there while y'all try and get open. But when he gets the ball to you, please just catch it. Shout out Rashad Bateman, because though he did have some drops in the past, in this game, when the ball got to him, he was catching it and getting it done. And shout out Isaiah Likely. He stepped up this game. 4 receptions for 75 yards. The big thing going forward, because especially over the past few seasons, the Ravens have struggled against the Steelers and the Chiefs. It's going to be figuring out how to get over this hump, right? We've already played them both once this year. We're going to play the Steelers at least once more this year, and we can potentially see the Chiefs in the playoffs this year, God willing. But the primary thing that needs to be figured out is we have all these weapons. What is happening that is causing our team to slow down? Is it the lack of discipline and getting a lot of penalties from a legal player downfield, false starts?
Y'all get penalized a lot. A lot. I'll be watching y'all game. Like, it's bad, bro. And I feel like all of this kind of dials back to coaching.
Coaching, yeah. I just think they're very, very poorly coached and rely too heavily on Lamar at times. And, he can't. And you brought Derrick Henry there for a reason, to take the pressure off Lamar, and then he doesn't touch the ball fourth quarter. Kind of weird. That's coaching, right? And then I don't know what it is with the Steelers. I think Lamar gets a little flustered. I don't know if it's big games, rival games, but he doesn't look like Lamar. It was a third down. And instead of I think he throws it to Zay, but the lane opened up like the Great Sea. It was easy 20 yards. For Lamar, it's probably a touchdown. Doing some magical Lamar things. But for me, I just think, after watching the Ravens these past couple weeks, I just think they're not the team we thought they were. Well, I thought they were. They're still a great team. Still think top 4 AFC, top 5 AFC, but they're not the team, I thought they were. If like tomorrow, if people were like, if the playoffs were to happen today, y'all had to go face the Steelers again in Pittsburgh, and I would pick the Pittsburgh Steelers to win again.
Oof.
In Pittsburgh, I don't think it would be any different.
The thing that I need you to recognize is I'm glad that we're going through all the adversity that we need to during the regular season instead of during the postseason. We're still 7-4 on the season, and the season is nowhere near over. We're going to make the playoffs, and I'd rather us make the mistakes now so that we can make the proper adjustments going forward. We can look at these key mistakes, look at these silly mistakes of being undisciplined. McCary, stop getting upfield. Stop false starting. Great offensive lineman, but please lock in. Situations where we're shanking 2 field goals, easy 6 points, we win the game right there. It's 22-18.
I don't think you can say. I don't think you can say easy 6 points y'all win the game because it's the what ifs. If Russell Wilson don't, what's his name, the 6'8" tight end doesn't jump for the jump ball, Russell Wilson throws it in the end zone, they got us touchdown. So it's like,
gotta know Washington was just looking at the ball, what's going on?
Yeah, he's just
that was crazy.
I don't think it's the what if. I think y'all definitely should be able to clean up these mistakes, but I still don't think it's enough, to make the push for sure. I don't think it's the coaching is not well. John Harbaugh, he's still challenging plays in first quarter. Catches that's a catch, I don't understand. It's weird, and it's then and then Lamar doesn't show up when you want him to show up. Sometimes
I disagree,
and it's weird.
I disagree because, and let me tell you why. Because even when you look at this game, when the ball was getting to players, we were having a lot of silly drops. Even in the Justice Hill situation where it was an interception, the ball was in his hand, and then he just let it get stripped out of his hand.
He got Debo. That was bad. I remember that.
But one thing that is for sure.
What was that script that ball?
Who?
Was that Patrick?
Wait, what's one thing?
No, not the first fumble. He's talking about the pick. When he got that pick.
It was a rookie.
That's my guy. What's his name? Peyton
Wilson.
Yeah,
Peyton Wilson. Wilson. He's nice.
It was Peyton Wilson. But the primary thing I'm trying to illustrate is a lot of these things that were happening are mental mistakes. And when I look at it, the season is far from over. It's far from over. And the primary thing that I think kind of got swept under the radar is how well the defense performed this game. No touchdowns were allowed.
Me personally,
Russell Wilson out there.
Horribly. I think
the defense performed horribly.
It wasn't good. I mean, they got in the red zone 6 times. They got in the red zone 6 times.
If you look at the offensive stats, I'll tell you right now for the Steelers, third down efficiency, 4 for 16. Fourth down efficiency, 0 for 1. Punts, 4. Sacks allowed, 4. Interceptions thrown, 1.
It was a very
don't get me wrong, the Steelers.
Matchup.
Don't get me wrong, the Steelers have a good defense as well. But when you look at the overall performance, and you can even see it in all of the stats, the main area where we suffered is not rushing the ball enough. We only had 124 rushing yards on the game. We had more total offense produced in the game, and we averaged more yards per play. Primary thing is those mental mistakes that set us back. We had over 80 yards of penalties. We had 12 penalties for 80 yards. That's what sets us back.
Awful.
That's what sets us back.
Poor coaching.
Yo, if you go from their end zone and you take it back, that we went back to the 20. That's crazy. It's simple mental mistakes. You don't even like a simple. It wasn't even a simple play. Like I think it was he had gotten the ball deep to Nelson Aguilar, flag, illegal man downfield. The lineman is downfield. Why? It's a passing play. Why are you downfield? What is down there for you? Please, like, tell me, what is down there for you? Just stay where you're at, bro. Don't pass the line of scrimmage. Like, simple situations like that. But I don't want to belabor too much on the Ravens. You know, there's a lot of things that happen in the league. Let's talk about the Bills versus the Chiefs.
Oof.
The Chiefs' undefeated season has come to an end. Talk to me.
That game was weird. Like, it was a good game, but, like, it was kind of, like, defensive. And you wouldn't think that for, like, a Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes matchup. It was really, like, they were both kind of contained until the floor for Josh Allen did Josh Allen things. But, like, for the most part, Mahomes threw a silly pick. So the Bills defense kind of locked up. Kansas City's defense kept Buffalo out the end zone for a good amount of the game. And it was really like 1 or 2. It was like a 1 or 2 point difference when you really look at it. And I wasn't really expecting such a ending. It was pretty crazy.
I was expecting for the Bills to beat the Chiefs in that way. The Bills own the Chiefs in the regular season. I for sure think that.
Yes,
but I think
that's also true.
I think this time is very different. I think that the Bills are actually a playoff contender. I think the Bills is probably the only 3 teams that can really compete with the Chiefs and knock them out of the playoffs. And I think Josh Allen has really made his case for winning the MVP the way he did with that 20-yard rush to seal the game touchdown. So it's like, you know, and Josh is doing these things with, you know, with all his receivers. Marnie Cooper was out there with a bad wrist. He has one arm basically playing. Coleman's been out for 2 games. Cook only took what, 25% of the snaps. So he's basically doing it by himself. You know, really balling out there. I think the Bills are not the Bills we saw 4 weeks ago. They're definitely good.
Yeah, they're finding that stride. You know, it's getting colder, and you know, it's Buffalo. It's that season.
Game didn't make Josh Allen the MVP for the season, in my opinion.
Why not?
His defense had a great showing. And even if you're looking at rushing, yes, Josh Allen led his team in yards, but still off of the back of 2 early touchdowns from James Cook in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were like 3-yard rushes.
It was first and second quarter.
Yeah.
Right.
Josh Allen got him down there to the 3-yard line twice.
Doesn't Derrick Henry lead the league in rushing yards?
He does. What
That's what I'm saying. James Cook only got in when the game. Josh Allen was throwing darts and running, and then they were getting James Cook got there on the 3-yard line. You know, he was making the plays.
Just that.
He was making the plays. He was making the plays.
If we're really splitting hairs here, we saw Josh Allen and Lamar play earlier this season. We saw the results of that head-to-head matchup.
Yes, that's the only thing. And you're right.
If they were to go again right now, I'm taking Josh any day. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills right now any day.
I'm glad you think that. I'm still taking the Ravens.
Okay.
I'm taking the Buffalo Bills any day right now.
I'm still taking the Ravens because they wouldn't be able to stop Derrick Henry, and they wouldn't be able to stop Lamar. You guys are trying to compare an AFC North matchup to a regular game. The Bills are not part of the AFC North.
I mean,
all of our AFC North matchups have come down to less than 7 games. We beat the Bills by 25 points.
You beat the Bills by 25 points. What, week 2? Week 2?
Week 2? What do you mean?
What week was it? Week 5 or 4?
Something early in the season. Yes.
Early in the season. That's not the same Bills team. And similar to the fact, Pittsburgh Steelers made you know how we all said Lamar would have been the MVP. Like he was easily taking it landslide. He was immortal. He was making defenses look stupid. Steelers simply made him look like a mortal QB, very average. Nothing out of the pocket. It made him look very, very average. You know? So I'm just saying.
I disagree. Lamar was still scrambling and getting around very, very easily. The Steelers also have Steelers. Hold on, because we have to remember the Steelers have a top 3 defense in the league. Lamar is still maneuvering and getting around. And the game was a 2-point differential.
Yes.
Like, I think that we fail to realize that even in a game where the Ravens had 80 yards of penalties from discipline mistakes from the offensive line and various offensive pieces, it was still a 2-point game. Like, please realize that.
It wasn't a 2-point game.
That is no way indicative. That was the score. That it was.
I'm saying it wasn't a 2-point game. Like,
it is. Let me tell you why. Because it is in no way indicative of Lamar's performance. Right. Like I said, the drop passes, the lack of discipline, and when you look at it, look at the Bills' schedule. This is their first tough win.
The Bills?
Like,
what?
This is
The
their
Bills?
first tough win. Yes.
Who have they played? Tell me who they played.
They've played the Cardinals, Dolphins, Jags,
Wait,
Ravens,
Over 500. Over. Go ahead.
Texans, Jets.
Over 500.
Who, the Jets?
You said the Texans.
They lost to Houston, didn't they?
Yeah. They lost to Houston.
Yeah.
They lost to the Ravens.
They beat
Seahawks,
Arizona.
Dolphins.
They beat
Colts.
Seattle.
You ask me, when you really look at it, against teams that are plus 500, the record is what?
You got
Are
it.
they
up,
what?
Tony.
Sub 500? I mean, I don't know what the Cardinals' record is right now. I think the Cardinals are...
The Cardinals are above 500. I think they're leader of the division.
Yeah.
Okay, so they beat the Cardinals, and then
The Chiefs.
the Chiefs.
They lost to
I
y'all.
think
They lost to Houston.
yeah. Are the Seahawks above 500?
They might be 500.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they beat the 49ers. So they're above 500.
Three.
When you're looking,
They're also
when
undefeated.
you're looking at
home,
even within the
by
AFC
way.
North, Bills.
Yeah, they're undefeated at home.
What, the Bills are undefeated at home? Listen, we've talked about the undefeated at home rhetoric with the Cowboys last season. That doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter.
Now, Josh Allen is not.
I think
the Bills-
No. Dak
That's not
Prescott is
disrespect
not
to
Josh Allen.
That's not Dak Prescott either. But simply the point is,
Respectfully.
Josh Allen right now is playing Josh Allen and the Bills. A lot of people are taking them over the Baltimore Ravens. You know, Lamar can't beat
And a
Kansas
lot of
City.
people are wrong.
We know that he hasn't. Lamar can't beat Patrick Mahomes. He hasn't. He's proved it. Postseason, regular season, can't beat him. Lamar can't beat the Steelers. He's 1-9. You're gonna play him in the playoffs and start today. Y'all gonna play him. Y'all might play him if y'all stay in the same seeding. Looks like it's gonna happen that way. So y'all might play him in Pittsburgh. Can't beat him. You're 1-9. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand. You're 1-9. Like, it's not. It's like,
This,
you know what I'm
there's
saying?
so much. Talk soon, man. 6 weeks up in the regular season. I mean,
6 weeks.
7
Like,
weeks
and
up.
then, look
Yeah.
at the stretch you guys have. Like, it's really time to get battle tested, bro. It's really time to get battle tested. Y'all got the Harbaugh Bowl. Y'all got the Harbaugh Bowl this Monday. This coming up. It's gonna be a tough one because Jim is a way better coach than John. Way better coach than John.
Oof.
Way better. Y'all got the Eagles.
Well,
Y'all got the Eagles. They're way better than y'all. Way better. Talent-wise, pieces by pieces, they're way
What
better
is
than
this
y'all.
guy talking about?
What are you talking?
Oh my
And then
goodness!
y'all
You
got the
talking about
Giants.
the Eagles?
Yeah. Y'all got the Giants. Y'all got a good bounce back.
You talking about the
Did you just say you
Eagles?
talking about the Eagles?
You talking
what
about
you
the
talking about?
Eagles that got
You talking
housed
about
by
the
the
Eagles?
Buccaneers?
You talking about the Eagles?
You talking about the Eagles
number
that
one
lost to
rushing
the
leader?
Falcons?
Who has the number one rushing
Brian,
leader? The number one rushing
Brian.
leader in touchdowns? What are you talking
Brian.
about?
The number one
Two
rushing
stout
leader.
receivers?
Derrick Henry's the rushing leader.
He's
I
not,
think
bro.
Saquon's second. I think
Saquon's the rushing leader and
yeah.
leads the league in touchdowns. He's not.
Brian,
It's by a thin margin, bro.
He's not, bro. And then y'all got the Giants, easy bounce back. Y'all should put 50 on them, get your confidence back. And y'all got Steelers coming. Y'all got Still Steady coming to Baltimore.
Whoa,
That game
December
going-
21st and 25th. What type of short week is this?
Yeah,
It's
y'all
really a
put
bye.
3 games
The
in
Giants are a
10.
bye. Relax. Y'all not that bad. The Giants are a bye. It's a mini bye. You can put Tyler Huntley in there. Y'all can wrestle them all. Put Tyler Huntley in there. It'd be
We
fine.
don't have Tyler Huntley. He's on the Dolphins.
Oh, who the backup?
Josh Johnson.
Is it Josh
I got
Johnson? Yeah.
Y'all put Josh Johnson in there. Y'all be fine. That's an easy bounce back game. Then I got the Steelers coming. This game gonna be very important. 21st of December is gonna be very important. It's gonna have a lot of implications on the playoffs. You know. And then I got the Texans on Christmas Day. We'll see if y'all lose. If y'all lose Steel City and at home, then it might matter a lot. If y'all win, I don't know. Also depending on how the Steelers in their season, but you know, right now
I'm telling you, we go 6-0 during this last stretch, and the Bengals.
You're going 6-0. Do you want to bet that? I will act. You going 6-0 on this last stretch?
Yeah.
I will literally put cheese on that. I will literally
much?
put cheese on that. It doesn't matter. You say a number. You say a number. It doesn't matter.
You say a number is crazy. We'll talk offline.
Dinner. It's dinner. You got dinner.
We'll talk offline. No, we'll talk offline. We'll set figures offline.
That is crazy. No, chat. That's what he said. He said they're gonna beat. He said they're gonna beat the Chargers, beat the Eagles. They're gonna beat the Giants, beat the Steelers, beat the Texans, and beat the Browns. Didn't they already lose to the Browns and the Steelers?
Oof.
Am I confused or something?
Oof.
Am I confused or something, bro?
You are.
Didn't y'all lose to the Giants the last time y'all played?
Like
2 years ago?
I'm confused.
A few years ago.
I'm
It was
confused,
a different
bro.
season.
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
I'm
Different
confused,
season,
bro.
I was just saying, hey, I'm just saying.
Also, the only NFC opponent to ever beat us.
Yeah. Well, beat
Y'all talking about the
Lamar.
Eagles.
Beat Lamar. Y'all also
Speak up,
feel the
speak up.
opponents.
To beat Lamar.
Speak up, Brian. Speak up.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Well, we talked
So
enough
much
about
on
this
this
Bills
agenda.
Chiefs matchup. Let's talk about the Jets versus Colts.
Not really
Anthony
much to talk
Richardson is
about.
back. He's back. It's very simple that they took the time to bench him so that he could sit down, think about his actions, and lock in. What do you guys think?
I think the Jets are just sorry. And yeah, it's a good tune-up, but he still needs. I mean, you can't bench somebody and start and then bench him again, but he's not back. He's just got a good tune-up fight.
Yeah, I think he got a good tune-up fight as well. I think the benching was more of a, a lesson. Basically, like, don't do that again. Don't make yourself look soft. You know what I'm saying? By tapping out. But I don't think it was like a OD game. I think he did very well. 2 touchdowns he took from Jonathan Taylor. Did not appreciate that because I have Jonathan Taylor in fantasy. But it was a good put-up game for him. But the Jets are officially done. Like, it's no more. We're not covering the Jets no more. So the fans listening, we're not covering up their trash. Aaron Rodgers is bad, bro. Aaron Rodgers is bad. He's making Breece Hall look bad. I have him on my fantasy team. Like, what are you doing? Oh my god! Like, the Jets get down so fast, they're not using Breece no more. It's just like,
genuinely, it's like I'm happy because I don't like when teams do foolishness. I want them to not succeed, and the Jets did a lot of foolishness and then not succeeding. But I'm happy. But I had Garrett Wilson on my fantasy team, and I don't understand why he's not getting the volume he needs to get. Outside of that team is a joke. That defense is. You fire Robert Saleh and you think the defense is going to be the same quality. That was just mistake number 1. You brought in Devontae Adams. He stinks. That was mistake number 2. And Aaron Rodgers. Anyway. I echo what I echo what Zay said about the Jets, bro. There's like
it's so bad when you have a QB that thinks he's the coach, that he thinks he's above the coach. You get Robert Saleh fired. They haven't won. How many games they won? Damn, they won 1-6 of Robert Saleh being gone. How many games they won, Brian?
Yeah,
They won 3 games total this season.
I think they won one game since he got fired.
Since he's been fired. So that obviously wasn't a problem. I think what's his name? Ahmad or something. He said, yeah, defense has been way worse without Robert Saleh, something like that.
Yeah, of course.
Shout out to DA for being a sucker. You know, shout out to DA for traveling. Shout out to DA for traveling from the Vegas
Things
Shout out
that
to DH
fly.
Vegas
Things
to
that
Jets
fly.
to have the
Jets.
same record. Like they had the same record. I
Yeah.
mean, I think it was just totally idiotic. I think you gotta be coachable as a QB. Obviously, he's one of the greats. Obviously, he's going to Hall of Fame, but you gotta be coachable. You're not. You can't put yourself ahead of the. Can't put yourself ahead of the coach, and that's how you lose the locker room. Now people don't believe in the coach. People don't believe in you. You're not really a team player. Football's a team sport. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So it's like, yeah.
Devontae Adams, I don't want to talk about the Jets. I'm not going to. 'Cause I might get nauseous. Like it's really disgusting.
Do you guys think this is it for Aaron Rodgers?
It
No, he
should
already
be,
said he's
but it
coming
won't
back.
be. Yeah, it should be,
He
but
already
it
said
won't
he's
be.
coming
Sunday Night Football primetime, it was the Chargers versus the Bengals. The Chargers pulled it out. The Chargers, I know Dan's least favorite team, they're looking in good form. It looks like...
Can I get this real fast, Brian?
Go ahead.
No, Dan. No, Dan.
They're
You gonna
good.
have to respect them now. You gonna have to respect them now.
They're
That boy over
good.
there. You gonna have to respect him now, bro, because
I
he's
feel
playing
like
out of
y'all are missing my beef with the Chargers. My issue with the Chargers are their quarterback just gets a lot of like, mind you, he is good at playing quarterback. The team is not that great. He's great. Let me even say that. But it's just it's like, how good are you if you're not in playoff games? So it's like, yeah. Go ahead, Zay. Go ahead.
I think it was coaching for me, right?
It was, but hey,
it was coaching. It was coaching because we seen them lose, being up 27.5 and losing to the Jaguars in playoffs. Right? We seen them lose to us, being up 27.5 and losing to Dallas in regular season.
Yes.
We seen them lose that game multiple times. Jim comes in, they go up 27. They don't lose that game, even though Joe Burrow made it close.
Yes.
They don't lose that game. They don't lose that game because the culture is different. The culture is different.
Going from
The
Jim
players aren't
Harbaugh. Go ahead, Zay. My fault.
Yeah, the players aren't even. They're not. They're good, but they're not stars. Like you lost Keenan Allen, right? You lost Keenan Allen. He's at the Bears, right?
Yeah.
You lost Keenan Allen. He's at the Bears. Quentin Johnson got to step up. Quentin Johnson steps up. You go get my man's. You get my man's 15. What's his name?
Brad.
No, 15. McConkey, you get my man's Lad. McConkey, right? You go get J.K. Dobbin, 20 ACL tears, a MCL, a broken rib, a broken hand, broke his neck,
and Achilles, all that. Yeah.
And he's scoring game-winning touchdowns. The culture's different, bro. Jim is a great coach. Herbert is playing great. He's a dark horse for MVP, if you ask me. Chargers is a dark horse. He's a dark horse for MVP.
There we go.
Chargers are really a dark horse to win. Like, I think they're up there. For me, not ask you guys to rank this later, but for me, I think they're up there with like the best in the AFC for sure.
That's what the other people are saying, man.
The best?
This was
up there with the best.
One of.
I think the best is the Steelers.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah, this was my game of the week for obvious reasons, box office, and it went. Didn't I pick the Chargers? Oh no, I picked the Bengals. I didn't pick the Bengals. Bengals defense is awful. Like, it's really, really bad. Like, some of the issues with the Chargers defense for these past few years, I can see it in the Bengals. Their defense sucks. Their O-line is not that great. And even still, Joe Burrow did what he could. Also, Jim Harbaugh can outcoach Zach Taylor with a blindfold and the walking boot. Zach Taylor's not a good coach. He should be fired after this season as well. But shout out to old boy. He did what he had to do.
I would be glad. My season's over, so for me, I'm really just a critic now. I'm in full tank season, so I'm really just admiring other teams. A goal of mine. I really love to see Dan become a Herbert fan at the end of the season. I think he'll have no other choice but to become a Herbert fan at the end of the season, simply because they want to do.
Hey, man. Go win some games.
Let's
Go
take
win
it a
some
step
playoff
further.
games, and we'll talk.
Not a Herbert fan, a Herbert Glazer. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting to see come from Dan.
Are you okay?
I want to hear Dan say the phrase, Justin Herbert, I'm pouring honey on you, King. I just want to hear you say that one time.
Are you okay?
That's crazy. The one thing about Dan,
Brian, you know me in real life. Like
I do.
Dan is a quarterback. Dan is a quarterback connoisseur. Dan is a quarterback connoisseur. So at the end, Dan, if you haven't checked out my man's article, go check that out. He has preseason, he has rankings of the past QBs, and I'm looking forward to see his article after the 2024 season. So that's going to be good. I think a lot of things are going to shift. I think his whole list is really going to shift. With the new rookie QBs, with the
for sure.
downfall and uphill of old QBs. So I think Herbert. I think Herbert breaks his top 10, might break his top 5, but we'll see. We'll see.
He was talking about the top 10. That top 5 is. We'll see. But hey, shout out to dude. He did what he had to do. Go with some playoff games. That's all I got.
You feel me?
That's all I got.
Do y'all feel bad for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase?
No. You've been making a lot of money. Like, once you sign that contract, I don't care what happens. Well, obviously you gotta win, but if you lose, it's your fault, bro. Like, that's a lot of money. It's like $252 million.
You went to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You went to a Super Bowl,
sucks,
so the
Bengals defense is god awful.
The ability is there. So I don't feel bad, primarily because you have a running back in Chase Brown. You have a wide receiver, 1A and 1B in Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, who are both able to get it done. They really just need to firm up that O-line and work on that defense. That's literally it. You need to get that head coach out of there and go get Rob Saleh. Get a defensive-minded head coach because he's not going to touch the offense because the offense is already fine. Get somebody who can patch up that defense because you guys have a leading pass rusher in what's his name?
Trey Hendrickson, my guy.
Trey Hendrickson.
Trey Hendrickson. Yeah, he's nice.
Get a couple of guys around him. Firm up. Their DBs aren't bad. Like, you have Geno Stone. Geno Stone is doing great for them. I think.
Sure.
No, Geno Stone is ranked. I think he's ranked 83 out of 88 safeties.
Yeah, he wanted to salute the Raven. Brian, I know you so well, bro. You just wanted to salute the ex-Raven.
Yeah, he's
once a Raven, always a Raven. Listen, but my big thing is the Bengals, despite the record, they're not a bad team. They've had a lot of close losses that didn't go their way, primarily due to coaching, not because of ability. If they work on fine-tuning some of these things, especially with their defense, and yeah, I think they'll have success, if not this season, next season. They have all the components. Like, the way I like to put it is, they have a big pile of pieces. You have a pile of pieces, but you don't have the instructions to put together the Lego set. So they're just out there making anything right now. They need somebody who can read the instructions, because whoever their head coach is right now, I don't even know his name.
Zach Taylor is awful, bro. He's awful.
Yeah, that guy.
Damn, they went the Chargers went 84 yards in 3 plays.
Salute.
How do you allow that? They went 84 yards in 3 plays in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter. Like, I don't want to mispronounce his last name, but Lou, the DC, I just think he's going stale. They just gotta change things up. You're paying Burrow a lot of money. Jamar needs his money. Y'all don't know what to do with T. Higgins, and y'all defense is not good. And it's not even like the defense. The scheme isn't good. Because Trey Hendrickson is nice. Geno Stone has ability. Do they still got Daxton Hill? But they got guys on defense. I know you lost Jesse Bates. Ooh. Yeah, they could have used Jesse Bates last night. But yeah, it's that defense is bad. Like, it's very bad. It reminds me of the Chargers during the pandemic. Like, the things y'all were saying about old boy and his defense. That's how Bengals. That's what the Joe Burrow's doing with it right now. It's disgusting.
Literally, like, if they can get past this coaching issue that they're having, Joe Burrow stays healthy, Jamar stays healthy. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep T. Higgins, but they can do something. I'm not sure exactly what and how far, but they've shown that the ceiling is a Super Bowl. They've already been to the Super Bowl. They just need to get back. But
for me, I forgot what I was ready to say.
But
Free Burrow.
I want to ask you guys right now.
Free Burrow.
Free Burrow or stuff. But
but I want to ask you guys.
I just want to talk about the. I want to talk about the. Oh, you want to ask it? You want me to ask it?
Go ahead.
All right, I just want to talk about the rookie race. For me, I just want to know who you guys is rookie of the year. As it is right now. Who's your guys rookie of the year as it is right now? I know previously on the pod we talked about JD5, but I just want to know what it is right now today, right now.
I think Bo Nix is approaching. Oh yeah, I still got Jaden Daniels. So I think Bo Nix is right there.
Because of the better record, I'm gonna go Jaden Daniels, but I think Bo Nix is on track to surpass him. Bo Nix is having historic performances. I think he had a record this week. I think he was like the only rookie to have like 4 touchdowns and like 300 passing yards or something like ever. It was like something like that. So
I'll get that key on.
He is definitely doing something, and keep in mind, when you look at his wide receiver core, the only person I can name is Courtland Sutton. He has a bunch of Jags out there, just average guys. So they get a real offensive weapon to supplement Courtland Sutton. Then you can have an A-B combo. You already have a running back who can get it done in Javonte Williams. So
Yes.
the sky might be the limit for the Broncos in the future. But this makes me wonder, was Sean Payton right to get rid of Russell Wilson? Because it looks like it's working out.
He didn't like Russell Wilson. That was just he didn't like Buddy. Like that. It was never a talent issue.
I wonder
Before I
why.
get to that, I think for me, everyone on the pod, if you listen to the pod, you know how high I was on Bo Nix. Since he got drafted, everybody wanted to joke, he's 85 years old, he's 70 years old.
Geriatric.
I watched Bo Nix.
He's playing his age. He's playing like his age.
He's playing like a vet, For me, I thought he was the most prepared, next to Drake May. That was for me. I thought he was the most prepared next to Drake May. I didn't really watch much of JD5. I thought JD5 was good, but I didn't think he was going to be this crazy. I didn't like Caleb Williams. I never liked Caleb Williams. I never liked the guy. He's very talented, but I just never thought he's not going to, read the field, make the good ball, make the good pass. He's like more of a flashy Lamar guy, but Lamar's like actually good type thing. But if you look at, let me just read these stats out to you. J.D. Daniels currently 7-4, 2,338 passing yards, 10 TDs, 482 rushing yards, and 4 rushing TDs. Bo Nix currently has 2,200 passing yards, 12 TDs, 300 rushing yards, 4 TDs on the ground, and his record is currently 6-5. So for me, I think the race is very, very, very close. I think you could put Drake May in there also. I think it's very close.
Yeah.
I think Bo Nix. Yeah. I think if the Commanders lose a couple more games, and Bo Nix win one of these games in an amazing fashion like he did last week, it'll be for sure. He just shut down the Falcons. The Falcons are a playoff team. He went in there 300 yards, 28 for 33, 4 TDs. Let me read that again. 28 for 33, 307 yards, 4 TDs.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's going on with Atlanta, but their defense is not that good, and I thought it was gonna be. They got Judon, they got Bates, they got I think Grady Jarrett's still there, and they are sorry. Like they're not good at all.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think Bo Nix is great. I still think Caleb is the worst out of the class. You go number one, you're worst out of the class. It's pretty disappointing, but
Now, they are getting a new OC eventually, and also I feel as though they're getting a new offensive coordinator, and I feel as though Drake May just has to do more because there's less options there. So I would say give it some time. Give it some time for Caleb.
I'm not giving it
In
no
my
time.
opinion.
I'm not giving it no time. I mean, I understand he's a rookie, but
when I'm looking at the Commanders and Broncos remaining schedule, the Broncos remaining schedule is a lot harder. It's going to be very tough for Bo Nix to get it done in these last few games. And their final 3 games are Chargers, Bengals, and Chiefs. Versus the Commanders, the only really team that they got to face again is the Eagles. And then the Falcons on December 29th if they bounce back from this performance. So when you look at it, I want to say Jaden Daniels has it locked up just because the Broncos don't have the weapons to support Bo Nix. And I doubt that the game is going to be that close with the Chiefs again a second time.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel like, but it's just like on a conversation like rookie of the year. Who's your like MVP? Who would y'all MVP rankings be right now?
Lamar, Josh, Burrow, that guy. Actually, no, that guy third, Burrow fourth. Stafford, Derrick Henry, Stroud, like very, very low. But yeah, Kyler, probably throw Kyler in there too. But I still got Lamar, pretty much.
I'll just give you my top 3. I'll go Lamar, Lamar, then Josh Allen, then Burrow. After that, it's very far for everybody else, in my opinion.
For me, it goes Josh, Herbert, Lamar. That's just me.
Wait.
That's just me.
You don't even believe that.
Wait. You got old boy over Lamar in the MVP race? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Something about the dark horse. I think record plays a part of it too. There's something about the dark horse, especially if he beats him next week. It's really gonna be up there, bro. If I beat him next week. Oh my God! No. My fault. Josh, Jared, Herbert, Lamar. That is.
Jared.
I forgot all about my man's Josh balling. My man's Jared is balling. Jared Goff is balling.
Yeah, he is.
Jared Goff.
He is. Don't do that.
Yeah, no,
Don't do
MVP.
that.
What are we talking about? He's a
His team is
steal.
8-1. His team is 8-1. He just threw for 500 yards.
He is.
Is he not? Is he
He
not?
is.
Like
He's out there. He's out
You see,
there.
your body can't even let you lie like that. You over here coughing. You don't even believe that.
His team is 8-1. He leads. I think he leads in some statistical category. He's up there in the top 3 in all statistical categories.
Hold on. Yo, Zay is a funny guy, yo. He said, I'm pretty sure he leads in something.
I'm pretty sure.
That was funny.
I'm pretty sure he leads in something.
We're not gonna find the Jared Goff. He's really been belted behind out there. So
You know what think about Jared Goff? Think about Jared Goff. He threw 5 interceptions. This is why I also think the Lions are so good. He threw 5 interceptions, still won that game, and then came back this week and put up 1 billion yards. I think they won by like 50. He had like 400 yards.
The Jaguars.
5
yeah,
TDs.
he was playing.
I mean, but like the thing about the Lions, when they play bad opponents, they're gonna make them look like they're bad opponents. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna beat them down very bad. I don't think no other team's really gonna.
I'll give you that. Looking at the latest odds.
The latest odds, I think Josh Allen is plus 150. Lamar is plus 175. Jared Goff plus 600. and Patrick Mahomes plus 850. So right now they got Allen winning the game. They got Allen winning MVP right now. Vegas got Allen winning MVP.
Plus 150. That's I forgot. I don't know. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus 150. Dang.
They got Josh winning.
I'm telling you right now, you better just go take that bet on Lamar right now, while the money is hot. This is not advice on gambling.
Wow. Let's see. So top in order according to like the books, you got Josh Allen 1, Lamar 2, Goff 3, Jalen Hurts 5, Pat Mahomes. What? Oh, my fault. Josh Allen 1, Lamar 2, Goff 3, Jalen Hurts 4, Patrick Mahomes 5, Kyler Murray 6, Old Boy 7, Joe Burrow 8, Brock 49, Jaden Daniels 10, CJ Stroud 11, Darnold 12. Decisions.
But QBs are balling out this season, and I think that ultimately it's going to be interesting how everything plays out. What I want to talk to you guys about now is Week 12. Let's get into these predictions. Steelers versus Browns.
Pitt.
Steelers.
Give me the Steelers here. Give me the Browns, actually. Titans versus Texans.
Serious. I got Houston. Texans.
Give me the Texans here. Vikings versus Bears.
Chicago, they need one.
You're the Vikings.
Give me the Bears here. Cowboys versus Commanders.
I got Washington.
I got Washington too. It's the first time me and Dan's team, me and Dan's team on a pod. Tight thing.
Oh, wow.
Give me the Commanders here. Patriots versus Dolphins.
Miami.
I'll take Miami here too.
Took Miami as well. Chiefs versus Panthers.
Yeah, I got Kansas City.
I got KC.
Give me the Panthers here. Buccaneers versus Giants.
Stop.
Listen, I think Bryce Young gets him one.
Stop.
I think Bryce Young gets him one.
What, a participation trophy?
A win. He's had a week to rest. Him, Xavier Legette, Chuba Hubbard, they gotta do their thing.
Oh.
Give me one for the Young Bulls. Buccaneers versus Giants.
Jesus Christ. Tampa. My game of the week. But yeah, I got Tampa.
You said Bucks versus who? Giants? I got a Bucks.
Giants.
Give me the Bucks here. I think Mike Evans is coming back this week also.
Nice.
Lions versus Colts.
Detroit by 1,000.
Detroit by 1,000.
Give me the Colts here. I think AR gets it done.
This guy is not serious, bro.
I'm being so serious. Broncos versus Raiders.
Denver by 1,000.
Broncos by 1,000.
Give me Broncos here. Cardinals versus Seahawks.
Arizona.
Give me Kyler.
Give me the Seahawks here. 49ers versus Packers.
I'll take San Fran.
Give me the Packers.
Give me the 49ers here. Eagles versus Rams.
Got the Rams.
I got the Eagles. Easy.
Give me the Rams here. And Ravens versus Chargers. Monday Night Football.
Low key?
You want to.
Where's the game? I hate doing this, but where's the game?
The game is...
Let me see.
If it's in that way, I like the Chargers. And I hate doing that. I hate doing home away.
It's at LA.
It's at LA? I'm taking the Chargers.
LA. I'm taking the Chargers by 1,000.
Give me the Ravens. And the Ravens are going to show you guys why when it's John versus Jim, give me John every time. They showed you in the Super Bowl versus the 49ers.
The lights cut off. Was it really a Super Bowl? It was really a Super Bowl. Come on. You know what happened when the lights cut off. It's all good.
What are you talking about? What happened?
You're cheating.
They moved the ball or something?
Huh?
They moved the ball forward or something? Like, what are you talking about?
The lights were originally off for 30 minutes. They literally have a whole 13-minute recess. And I was cheating. It's not really.
It's not like it was one side had 30-minute
It's basically like
break. It was both teams.
I call that Super Bowl basically like like the bubble championship. It doesn't mean anything.
That's
You're
nasty.
sick.
Don't do
You're
that.
sick.
Don't
You're
do
sick.
That. Don't do that.
Because Joe
That's
Flacco
nasty.
balled out.
Basically
Joe Flacco balled out.
championship.
Jacoby Jones, 99. God rest the dead. 99-yard touchdown in that game.
Rest in peace.
That was a great Super Bowl.
Some peace.
It was.
But yeah,
It was.
what are y'all's games of the week? Talk to me, Dan.
Philly, LA should be a good one. Saquon versus Kyron? Oh my goodness. Puka versus AJ Brown? Cooper Cup versus. It's actually a really good matchup on paper, so I'm looking forward to it.
I think I'm gonna go 49ers Packers. Always a good game. Almost had them. Always had them in the playoffs last year, so I think it's a good little game.
That was a good playoff game. I remember. That was a really good playoff game.
Exactly.
You know, I got to go with Ravens versus Chargers. Let me tell you why. This is the Harbaugh Bowl. The first time these guys have played each other since Jim has left Michigan and come to the NFL. Now, Jim is a team redefiner. He took the 49ers from scrubs to the Super Bowl, and he's redefining the Chargers right now. But what he hasn't done is beat his brother. The rematch. And families have legacies, right? You guys know about the Bohr family. Shout out to my people who know science out there. You guys know about Niels Bohr.
Yes.
Him and his family, they have multiple Nobel Prize winners. That's the bar in that family. That's the bragging rights. The bragging rights in the Harbaugh family is championships as a football head coach. They all have one. Their father has one. Jim has one in college. And John has one in the NFL. So, you know it's going to get contentions when it's brother versus brother. Of course, at the end of the day, it's all love, but we'll see who the victor is.
It's obviously the Chargers. The better coach, better coach wins. He's literally going to get out-coached at this game.
And y'all got a bunch of ex-Ravens on that Chargers lineup. So,
Exactly.
low key, I got J.K. Dobbins putting the TD to make your own decision.
Oh my God!
So,
I forgot J.K. Ray have a. Oh my God! If you're a betting man or a man or woman, take the over. Take the over on J.K. Dobbins' yards. Take the over, please. Take the over. Take the over.
Make your own decisions. It's not advice.
Hey.
But yeah, I got LA. I would love to be wrong, but y'all look disgustingly bad right now.
Forget that AFC North matchups are different than regular games, and you guys are going to remember that.
Okay, what happened against Vegas?
What happened the game before that? Like, what are we talking about?
The game before that.
Y'all looked horrible.
Against the Bengals? We won.
Yeah, well, it's another AFC North matchup.
Did y'all win?
We went 2-0 against the Bengals this season.
They did.
I know they won, but like, did y'all win? I mean,
y'all won
yes.
ugly. Y'all won ugly.
We won ugly with Lamar having 300 yards and 4 touchdowns and a perfect passer rating.
Yeah, I'm concerned about the defense.
Did you forget that Jamar Chase put up 1,000 yards? Like, oh, we
what that got to do with Lamar? What that got to do with Lamar?
I'm talking about Lamar. I'm talking about the defense.
Listen, the defense showed you this game that they mean business. You guys saw Kyle Hamilton coming down. The defense, I'm telling you guys, it's a pieces thing. The pieces are coming together slowly throughout the season. And a lot of people think Zach Orr is not doing his thing, but he actually is doing a fairly good job. This is his first season. He's getting his sea legs. And things are going to be a lot better going forward. They got a lot of pressures on Russell Wilson. They had 2 sacks. And no, but they had 4 sacks this game. And he looked scared out there. Like, hey.
Brian.
We can't be watching the same game.
Wait.
You didn't watch the game?
Please. Brian. You have a two-time MVP at quarterback, and you tell me your DC unit is sea legs? You're not winning a Super Bowl that way. I'm sorry. Like
Listen,
that.
it's his
That's
first year as defensive coordinator. I don't know what you want me to tell you. The sea legs are got. That's what I'm saying. This game showed that. They held the Steelers to 0 touchdowns.
Did they
like
though?
I said.
They did.
They did. Like I said, y'all are in the Cowboys tier. I just didn't see it in January. I'm sorry.
All right, bet.
Like,
You won't see it in January, Dan. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
You
They gonna
can't
have a
make that
wild-
promise.
They're
You
gonna
can't
have a
make that
wild
promise.
card, brother. Like, I'm telling you right, they're gonna have a wild card, right? And then
oh
they're gonna
man.
lose in a wild card because they're going to lose in the wild card. They probably go to Pittsburgh. They're not being Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. It's over.
Oh
I'm saying?
man.
Amen.
Oh man.
Well, listen, special edition of Start Bench Cut for you guys. This is Start Bench Cut QB edition. Okay, so first we're gonna start with current league QBs. Start Bench Cut: Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen.
To specify your
Jeez.
criteria, because
All right, this is
okay.
pretty
Are
easy.
we-
Hold on,
Because-
let me specify for you guys, and let's make this clear. We'll do it like this. We'll go Dan, Zay, then me for the responses. All right. So this is if you're starting a team, who are you taking in their prime?
okay.
All right. Don't be upset with my responses. Don't be upset.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. Start Bench Cut: Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen.
And Pat, benching Lamar, I'm cutting Josh. It was awful.
I'm starting Pat. I'm benching Josh, cutting Lamar. No,
What?
I'm gonna explain it. We're gonna explain it afterwards, or we explain right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
after.
I'm starting Patrick Mahomes. I'm benching Lamar, and I'm cutting Josh Allen. Go ahead. Explain.
You want first, Dan? Or want me?
Go ahead, Zay. Go
Ain't
ahead,
no
go ahead.
explanation needed from us to you explain
Oh,
yourself.
for me, oh, for me,
No,
for me.
no.
All right, so you said-
Go ahead, Zay.
All right, but I'm starting Patrick Mahomes. 'Cause I know he can win me a Super Bowl, right? He got 2. He got 3. What he got 2? I know he can win me a Super Bowl,
Yeah,
right?
two. He got 3.
Yes, 3.
He got
Oh
3. He
my
got 3. I know
goodness.
he's winning.
Yeah.
We all, as a collective, know Patrick Mahomes was starting this, right? And I'm
Yes.
benching Josh because I know he can win me a playoff game. I really can't rely on Lamar to win me a playoff game. So, like, you know, I can't because you know.
Oh, brother, this guy
I think
stinks.
Lamar's 2 for 4. Josh has won 5 playoff games. Been in 2 AFC championships. If he's starting a team, I know he can win a playoff game. I know he can get me to an AFC championship at least every year. I'm taking him, and I'm benching Lamar simply because he doesn't have playoff wins. He's obviously still MVP, but he just doesn't have the playoff wins. I can't really, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. That's the goal. I know the other two QBs, they won a couple playoff games. So
So your
that's
barometer for this is playoff wins.
yeah, that's the only football that matters. Why are you playing football for regular season? You're not playing football you're playing football to win the championship. That's all it was. And then everyone here has 5 playoff wins, but Lamar.
Oof.
5 playoff wins. Patrick Mahomes is way more than 5 playoff wins.
Yeah, I said 5
At
or
least
above. That's what I
5.
meant.
At least 5.
Amen.
I think Lamar Jackson is a very elite quarterback, but you got to win these games, man. And it's like, yeah, obviously you're starting Pat. Like, we done seen it. He's just won the Super Bowl when this team had everything drops. But that's crazy. Lamar, I mean, here's a good reason why I'm. When Lamar had no weapons, quote unquote, there was a lot of narratives like, oh, we need this, we need that, we need this. Get Derrick Henry, Rashad Bateman has a year 3 breakout, etc. You can argue that the Ravens' offensive weaponry is a lot better than Buffalo's, yes or no? Before Amari
Absolutely.
Cooper got there. So, and we see what Josh Allen is doing. So I feel as though if Josh Allen had a bet, we seen it. Like Diggs was a head case, but outside of that, they had a lot of success in the postseason. So yeah, once it gets cold, I mean, hey, I just gotta see it from Lamar. And I don't know like saying that for real, but yeah, if we're talking about starting bench and cutting, I'd rather put Josh in with the game on the line than Lamar Jackson.
So you're switching it up. So you're cutting Lamar.
No, I was just saying I understand your take, but I'm not calling Lamar.
Oh, okay.
I understand. Yeah, I understand your take, but I'm not calling Lamar.
Said Dan. But the point I want to emphasize here is when you have no weapons, when you have poor coaching, who is going to get it done? Lamar. Patrick Mahomes has had no. Patrick Mahomes has had Hall of Fame coaches his whole career.
Oh my God.
Hold on. He's had Big Red. Nah, stay right there.
We can't lie with that.
Listen.
Wait.
Listen. No, you wait.
Oh
you had your turn.
Can you argue
Both of y'all wait. Hold on. Y'all just had your turn.
Oh,
I was silent when it was your turn, right?
You're right.
Rock out.
Start again.
When you look at Patrick Mahomes, he has Hall of Fame coaching. We can all admit Spags and Big Red are going in the Hall of Fame for coaching. Right or wrong?
Yes.
When we look at Josh Allen is a beast and he has talent. But there's a reason that Mahomes and Lamar have 2 MVPs and Josh Allen has none. Josh Allen, up until I believe it was either last season or this season, he had the most interceptions since he started in the league. This season has been a little bit different, okay, but let's not forget the past, right? And when we want to talk about the playoffs, let's look at some of the teams that they were playing. They were playing teams in the wild card. Simply,
this is
if
true.
you look, he's had more opportunities to play teams because his team has been positioned worse each season. The Ravens have been the 1 seed how many times since Lamar has entered the league?
Why?
One time.
Twice. And I think the year, or is it once? No, twice, because they had a bye.
Oh my God.
No.
Can I chime in?
Twice.
He said he was playing. Oh my! What year did Lamar come in the league?
I'm not finished. Hold that thought. So when I look at it, right, even in the absence of weapons, I know Mahomes can succeed. I know Lamar can succeed. I haven't seen that from Josh Allen. They had to go get Amari Cooper to make something shake this season. Y'all saw what it looked like when they just had Keon Coleman out there this season. My case.
Rest my case. He said he had more playoff opportunities because he was playing in whatever. He said some crazy shit. But what year did Lamar come in the league?
2018.
2018.
Oh my God! You know what's crazy?
He started the back five.
These guys got a chance to play in 2021. In the divisional round, he crushed them. Josh Allen crushed them in the playoffs. They had a chance to play. He had a chance to show them. He crushed them. You know, the victories. Josh has beat the Ravens in the playoffs. The Colts, not the Colts we know now. The Andy Luck Colts. Luck Colts. The Colts.
Well, it was Rivers.
Oh, it was Rivers. That's even better. The Rivers Colts. That's even better. And then he beat New England Patriots. Then he beat the Dolphins. He also beat Pittsburgh.
Wait, he beat the Brady Patriots or he beat the post-Brady Patriots?
No.
What year did Brady lose? What year did Brady leave?
It was Mac Jones. But they were good that year.
Okay, the Mac Jones Patriots, I continue.
They were good that year.
Mac Jones is a backup right now, but continue.
Speak up. Turn the game up. Turn the game up.
I said Mac Jones is a backup right now, but continue.
Josh, he has 5 playoff wins, and if we talk about the stature of the wins, Lamar beat. What did he beat? Ryan Tannehill. Does he have a job right now?
Yeah. No, he doesn't
play NFL ball. Doesn't even play NFL ball right now currently, and he beat C.J. Stroud, a rookie, last year. I'm just saying, Lamar's obviously an incredible talent, MVP level caliber QB. I'm just saying, you said who I'm taking, who I'm starting, who I'm benching, I'm cutting, right? I'm starting Pat because he's in the lead of his own, 3 championships, multiple playoff wins. Josh Allen, I know he's going to win me a playoff game. I know he's going to put me in a position to make it to the Super Bowl. I just haven't seen Lamar win. And you said Josh Allen not win with less. He's simply winning with less right now. He's winning. He's doing similar to what Pat did last year with his receivers. He really doesn't have much, but he's doing what he can with what he has.
I will say before Josh got Diggs, it wasn't the prettiest. So this postseason, a lot of questions are going to get answered. I'll just say that because pre-Diggs, Josh Allen was pretty ugly. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was a good start, because I like that. I like that one.
I got a few more for you guys, though. 20s to 2010 to 2020. Start, bench, cut. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. I'm not saying during this period of time. Still take them at their prime with all their current accolades.
I mean, I guess. Okay, sure. I'm cutting Rodgers and starting Brady and benching Mahomes.
Dang, you're cutting Rodgers?
Yeah.
I'm starting Tom, benching Rodgers, cutting Pat. Obviously, I don't want to do that, but I'm cutting Pat.
You're confused, gang.
I am confused. For me, it's just that no one can simply throw a ball like Aaron Rodgers. How many MVPs Aaron Rodgers had won?
4.
He won an MVP when Pat was playing QB. Also,
Pat won the MVP while Aaron was playing QB.
Yeah, I'm talking about. We're talking about prime Aaron Rodgers. We all know prime Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
Are we confused?
Yeah.
Hall of Fame prime Aaron Rodgers.
He's a loser.
So but hold on. So now we're counting MVPs.
He got a championship also, and he's gonna win you a playoff game. Like, he's gonna win you a playoff. He's not negative in the playoff.
No. No. After that Super Bowl run, his playoff record is ugly. It's not good at all. It's really bad.
For real?
Yeah, and I think they had like a top 3 defense during that Super Bowl run. So he's a talented quarterback, but when we a playoff game, he's at the back of the line amongst these 3.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there, Dan. Start Tom Brady, bench Mahomes, cut A-Rod. Simply, you have to start Tom Brady because he's the greatest QB of all time. And he also beat Mahomes in a Super Bowl, too, so you can't start Mahomes over Brady just off of that fact.
That's valid.
He also beat Rodgers during that playoff run, so, yeah.
The next one that I got for you guys is 2000s to 2010 edition. Start, bench, cut. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees. This might be the hardest one.
For me, right? I'm gonna take.
Hold on. Let Dan go first. You next.
This is simple. You start Tom, you bench Peyton, you cut Drew. Can we be like this? Isn't hard stuff.
Woo!
For me, I'm looking at it as I'm taking them from the 2010s to the 2000s. That's what I'm taking them. That's what I'm gonna take them from the 2010s to 2000s.
Yes.
I'm gonna take Peyton. I'm gonna start Peyton. I'm gonna bench Tom, and I'm gonna cut Breeze. I don't want to cut Breeze, but I'm gonna cut Breeze. But I'm starting Peyton, bro. I'm starting Peyton. Like, what are we talking about here?
To realize that Tom Brady had a perfect season
and lost. He's not the 72 Dolphins. He did all that to lose.
Okay, he had a perfect season.
It's not no achievement if you lose.
During this span of time, he had a perfect season. Like, can we not ignore that?
Don't. Nah, I can't. Like give it to him. I
You
don't
know,
know.
Peyton Manning has the largest Super Bowl loss in the modern era.
He also had 5 MVPs and 2 Super Bowls.
Yes. And Brady has how many
It's not.
MVPs? Like 3, 4?
Nah, I think Brady only won it like twice. I think Brady ain't win too. He wasn't never like the best player. He just won the
It's
ship.
the LeBron effect. It's the LeBron effect. However many MVPs Brady has, add up 4 to whatever it is.
Brady
Respectfully.
has 3 MVPs,
Yeah, he should have
two
like
offensive
5.
players of the year, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 7 Super Bowl championships, comeback player of the year, 3 first-team All-Pros, 3 second-team All-Pros, 15 Pro Bowls, 5 touchdown passing leaders, 4 passing yard leaders, 2 passer rating leaders, NFL completion percentage leader, 2000s All-Decade Team, 2010s.
He's him, bro. You're Tom
Records
Brady.
for wins, completions, attempts, touchdowns, yards, longest touchdown pass, career playoff quarterback wins, career playoff passing yards, career playoff passing touchdowns. Yeah.
Tom Brady.
I mean, let me shout out Peyton. Peyton has 2 Super Bowl rings, Super Bowl MVP, 5 MVPs, 2 NFL Offensive Player of the Year, NFL Comeback Player of the Year, Walter Payton Man of the Year award, 7 first team All Pros, 3 second team All Pros, 14 Pro Bowls, 3 NFL passing leaders, 4 NFL passing touchdown leader, 3 NFL passing rating leader, 2 NFL completion percentage leader, also the NFL 2000s decade team, NFL 100th anniversary all team. You know, the Burt Bell Award. You know what that award is?
Zay, did you say the Walter Payton Man of the Year award game?
That's a great award. That is a great award. That's not distance award on this show. That is a great award.
I'm talking. That doesn't.
But I mean, I named
You know
seven team All Pros. Like
I know. It's Brady, bro. Right. This is Kobe Jordan. Peyton Manning is Kobe. Like, that's it.
The thing is, it's unfortunate because Drew Brees isn't bad at all. But it's like, when you're measuring against this much greatness.
Yeah, like he's.
But the question is, who am I starting a franchise with?
Thomas Brady.
Who am I starting a franchise with?
If you're starting a franchise, you're obviously taking Peyton, bro. Tom Brady he's a unicorn. He wasn't supposed to happen. He's a unicorn, bro.
Look what happened.
You're taking Peyton, bro. I'm taking Peyton. I'm benching Tom. And I'm cutting Breeze. Breeze is obviously great, though.
My only thing with Tom Brady is you only got one of those without Belichick. And in that one that you got, you developed all those skills with Belichick. Just hear me out. Would Brady have been as great as he is without playing in the Patriots system and having a Hall of Fame coach in Bill Belichick? That's all I'm asking.
What did Bill do?
You can put Manning. Hold on. I think you can put Manning in any era, and he's going to be great. He's still going to be that 5-time MVP. He's still going to get those couple of Super Bowls. But let's remember, Belichick is a defensive-minded coach. And they had some great defenses for that Patriots team throughout the years. Yes, they would put together some great offenses as well, but the centerpiece was truly those Patriots defenses, and which is represented by those most valuable players. And that's why I have to go Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees.
That's what I'm saying. You know, Peyton Manning was also a gem in college. You know, he won SEC All-Player of the Year. He won SEC Freshman of the Year, SEC Player of the Year, SEC Male Athlete of the Year. I'm just saying. Consistent All-American. quarterback of the year, Johnny Unitas. Like he was a dog, you know.
Oh
At this
my
time, at this
goodness.
time.
But aside from just those awards, Brady ain't never throw 7 touchdowns in a game. You know who
He
has?
threw 50. Yo,
Drew Brees
fine.
and Peyton Manning. They're tied for the record. I'm just saying.
You know who else threw 7 touchdowns? Well, this might help your case. You know who else threw 7
Go
touchdowns
ahead.
in the game? Nick Foles, who beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Funny enough.
Some people just got that piss missile on their arm.
Oh, can you relax with the piss missiles? Calm down.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
you have to remember, didn't have a lot of early success in the playoffs, but he grinded it out, he stuck to it, and he got those rings. It seemed like almost automatic for Tom Brady. And in some of those seasons, even when he won the Super Bowl, could you say it was contingent on his performance or the performance of the defense? Yes, granted, I know you're about to say Von Miller and the Broncos defense. He was on his last leg. But let's remember, Peyton Manning has 5 MVPs and Tom Brady has 3. And they played in the league during the same period of time.
Yeah, because the way it's like. Okay.
No, go argue your point. Go ahead.
You gotta identify with the fact that it's voter fatigue, and 2, Tom Brady doesn't always have to put up video game numbers. Obviously, 16-0 season, you had to give him MVP. That's a given. 2010, I think he was bouncing back from. Yeah, it was a year after. It was 2 years after the ACL. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to be one of the words. And 2017 was, I think that was like a couple years after the Deflategate. So if you really think about those 3 MVPs, they were all narrative based. It was like some improved seasons, and he proved something in all 3 of those seasons.
Let me tell you another thing. Tom Brady has also won the Super Bowl while leading the league in interceptions.
Okay.
28 touchdowns, 14 interceptions in 2004.
Okay. And he won. So what are you telling me?
Do you know what Peyton Manning was doing in
He
2004?
also led the league in touchdowns that year. And
no, he didn't. He did not lead the league in touchdowns. No, he didn't. He had 28 touchdowns. 2004?
2004. Oh, this is 2002.
He had 28 touchdowns and 14 interceptions.
Yes.
Peyton had 49 touchdowns and 10 interceptions.
And then what happened? What happened in January?
I'm just talking about their performance as players. Who am I going to
What
take?
happened in January?
Listen, Bill Belichick put together a great system.
20-3.
They got it done.
20-3.
Listen,
all those touchdowns just another one in January.
Listen, he had a career high in interceptions and fumbles lost that year. When you look at that, it's hard for me to say that year it was really Tom Brady's greatness and not Belichick's system. It's hard for me to say that. And this is not me saying that Tom Brady is not great. Tom Brady is the greatest QB of all time, but we're going off of who would I start a franchise with. I'm not saying who am I starting a franchise with plus Bill Belichick. I'm saying who am I starting a franchise with. We ain't name a coach.
What happened in Tampa?
And I know that.
Quickly. What happened in Tampa?
After he had been in the Belichick system for 20 years, mastered it and ingrained it in himself,
oh my God,
he was able to bring a winning culture to Tampa Bay. I do agree with you. But all I'm saying is, look at Peyton Manning. None of his coaches are well known off the top of my head.
Sean Payton.
What?
Oh, Peyton Manning. I thought you said Drew Brees. Not for Peyton Manning. I don't.
No,
What?
Peyton Manning. I don't know Peyton Manning's coaches.
You don't know who Tony Dungy is?
That's a Jag, bro.
Oh,
Just a guy.
What are we doing?
What's the name again? Tony Dungy?
Tony Dungy? What are we doing here? What are we actually doing? You just call Tony Dungy a Jag?
Jag, bro.
What are we doing?
Jag, bro.
Oh. So
he's not even coaching anymore right now.
Okay. All right, Brian. You're about to piss me off. Still, I'm gonna be quiet. Oh my goodness.
I'm just saying.
Dungy a Jag.
I'm just saying, look,
you got it, yeah.
Belichick just stopped coaching, and he's probably going to come back. That shows you longevity. Big Red is still coaching. That's besides the point, though. Y'all let us know who you guys think for each of these matchups. All right. It's time for the 90s. 90s to 2000. Start, bench, cut. Brett Favre, Steve Young, Troy Aikman.
Young. I hate this. I don't like either of these guys. I'm benching Favre and cutting Aikman. It makes me sick. My stomach hurts.
Okay. I'm gonna start Aikman. I'm gonna bench Steve Young. And I'm gonna cut Brett Favre, bro.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna cut Brett Favre, bro. There we go.
Oh my goodness. Oh, y'all are funny today.
Hold off on that explanation. Because I'm going to...
Cutting Brett Favre. What the heck? Absolutely.
Gotta cut Brett Favre.
I'm starting Steve Young, benching Brett Favre, and cutting Troy Aikman.
You're not serious.
He's not serious.
No, that's not what I said. He's not serious.
Oh. Okay, so we all got different ones for this one. Okay. Go ahead. Tell us why, Dan.
Oh, yeah, Dan. You want to run it? You're running it, Dan.
Fam, like, he has the most picks ever. Like, you don't need to touch my field. You're gonna sell me the game. Right? You need to go handle your legal issues. You have the most picks on the field in the history. The all-time leader in picks. No, don't touch my field. Like, what are we doing? Steve Young is him, and Troy Aikman has less picks than Brett Favre. So it's very simple.
That is true.
I need one more. Like, what are we doing? What are we actually doing?
For me, I'm starting Aikman simply because he's a Cowboy. He also has 3 Super Bowl rings, so I know he's gonna get me there.
Off the back of Emmett.
He's gonna get me there. I mean, he was handling the ball. He had to QB to handle the ball. He also was passing the ball too, you know. And he also won back-to-back Super Bowls, which is hard to do. Won back-to-back Super Bowls, you know. You gotta. I'm bitching Steve's simply because he was all-time great. I mean, he holds like down to every record. But he had like 3 Pro Bowls, 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
I mean, 3 All-Pros, 3 Super Bowls.
Greatest
3 Super Bowls.
I ever.
Yeah, and Brett Favre's ass. Like,
literally.
Like literally, he got 1 Super Bowl, most picks. 1 Super Bowl, most picks. That's really it. And he's getting sued. I mean, that's it. Like, he's getting sued. That's really it.
Let me tell you my reasoning. You got to start Steve Young because he's that guy. 3-time Super Bowls, Super Bowl MVP, and he has 2 MVPs. I'm benching Brett Favre because, can y'all tell me when the Bulls won their rings? Was it 95 to 97? That was their first three-peat?
Yeah. No, that was their second one. It was 91 to 93, then 95 to 97.
Okay. You know what was happening in the NFL during 95 to 97? Brett Favre was three-peating in NFL MVPs.
Was he winning championship games? Was he winning
Yes, he won a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl in '96.
Troy Aikman is 6-1 against Brett Favre.
Hey, listen, he got one of the things, man.
He literally beat him in 1995. He beat him in the championship game in 1995. He beat him 38-27.
He ain't beat him in '96.
6-1.
Hey, man.
And he has the Super Bowl MVP. Brett Favre.
Listen.
Troy
Aikman does. Oh, he does have one.
Troy Aikman has 3 Super Bowls.
He has one Super Bowl MVP.
He has 3 Super Bowls. He has 3 Super Bowls.
But also, in addition, right? Aikman just don't got the longevity for me, man. You played 11 years.
Is that a lot?
I can't honor that.
3 Super Bowls, 11 years. What do you need to play for? What else do you need to play for?
No, you're about to fry me. You're about to fry me.
If I'm taking a QB, right, and I want him to be my franchise QB, I'm taking Brett Favre over Troy Aikman.
Who played 20 seasons and got 1 Super Bowl.
With 4 teams. With 4 teams.
How many championship games have you been to?
Put 4 teams.
Listen.
Jesus Christ.
Out of these 3 players, who else has an MVP and a Super Bowl in the same season?
Who has more Super Bowls and a Super Bowl MVP?
That's not the question I asked.
I'm countering the question.
No. You don't counter a question with a question. That's not what we're doing. I asked a question.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Mulligan. But
no,
the main point that I'm making
is resumes.
The main point that I'm making here is Favre. Yes, he has some lows, but he also has some high highs. You feel me?
What high highs does he have?
And he three-peated in MVPs back to back to back, and he won a Super Bowl in that time span.
Like, said he three-peated what?
He won 3 NFL MVPs in a row, and he also won a Super Bowl during that time. Troy Aikman, he's a good QB. Don't get me wrong. But he's not better than Brett Favre in my eyes.
Listen, 20 seasons. 20 seasons. 2 Super Bowl appearances.
Don't fault a guy for longevity when your guy only played 11 years.
He didn't have to play no more. He literally won 3 Super Bowls. He literally retired because he wanted to retire. Brett Favre retired because he sucked.
Showed a lack of heart. I mean, he played 20 years. He's old.
20 years doing nothing. Like, what was he doing for 20 years?
He said the real reason he retired was due to persistent back issues he had in his final season. Aikman explained that he had back surgery in the offseason following with no complications, but by the time he reached his final season, he was constantly getting treatment for back pain.
Right.
He said it was back pain that ended his career. So
yeah, what ended Brett's career? What was Brett playing for?
Old age.
He was just playing to play. It's a participation trophy. Like
he
what are we doing?
Started more games at any position.
And has less
by
Super Bowls.
2009.
Has less Super Bowls.
Amen. Amen.
Super Bowls matter, bud.
Amen.
Super Bowls. You put 2 people up here with 3 Super Bowls and a person with 1.
I'm just saying, Brett Favre. But hey, that's beside the point. We can agree to disagree. All right, Art bench cut. 1980s QBs. Joe Montana, Dan Marino,
Starting
John
Joe,
Elway. Talk to me.
Benching John, cutting Dan. Pretty simple.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start Joe. I'm gonna bench John, and I'm gonna cut Dan.
Start Joe. Bench Dan. Cut John.
You're allowed to. You're allowed to agree with us.
How many?
How many forcing the pushback?
How many Super Bowls did Dan Marino have?
Okay.
How many Super Bowls did Dan Marino have? How many Super Bowls does he have? How many Super Bowls does he have?
Dan Marino?
Yeah.
0.
Okay, so how can he be in a conversation with guys that have multiple Super Bowls?
He had a lowest sack percentage season of 1%. That boy was.
What did he say? Damn, what did he say? He said he had a lowest. What the f that got to do with championships? That got to do with championships.
Clip that, please.
That's too vulgar. Yeah, this man said.
Oh my goodness.
John Elway never had a first-team All-Pro in his career.
Okay.
How many times has John Elway been to Super Bowl? Find out how many times he's been to the dance.
John Elway won.
Really? Two.
2 Super Bowls. He won 2. But my thing is, John Elway was also a diva. If I'm starting a franchise, I'm not starting a franchise with a guy who was supposed to go to the Colts and said, I'm not going because my dad told me I shouldn't go.
So you don't like Eli Manning either. And that means you won't like Shador.
Eli Manning,
you won't like Travis Hunter.
Eli Manning isn't in the start bench cut. Did I say Eli Manning anywhere here? No, I don't like Eli Manning over any of the QBs that we've said so far. So yes, I agree with you.
This guy is sick.
What? That's a whole other conversation.
So you're saying
so you're going
because he decided he didn't want to play for a franchise, he ended up getting traded. They chose to trade him, and then he ended up.
He said he was going to play baseball if he did not get traded.
They chose to trade him, by the way. And he went on to have a wonderful career, win multiple Super Bowls. But you want to describe it as no. Caleb Williams said the same thing. Shador said the same. A lot of players do this, but I'm very confused why all of a sudden.
So
okay.
So you're going to take a guy who's played 17 seasons. That's been to Super Bowl one time. He got blasted. Instead of guys like let's say for instance, John Elway, who's played for how many years he played for? 16 seasons. Been to the championship game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Been to Super Bowl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Right?
Joe.
Or we can go to what's the other guy? What guy we said?
Almost. Yeah.
Let's go to Joe
Montana to clear number 1. Let's
go to Joe Montana. Let's see. Joe Montana played 15 seasons. Okay. And he been to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 championship games. 1, 2, 3, 4 Super Bowls.
Now, guys, listen. Now, listen.
And he's spanking them. He's not like.
The question I'm asking you guys is, right, who am I starting a franchise with? Dan Marino has led the league in multiple stats over multiple seasons. John Elway
is a winner.
Has only led the league.
Okay, time out.
So
Time out.
So leading the league is the standard.
This is why he has no first team All Pros, because his production was subpar. They put great pieces around him, and that's why he was able to perform.
What are we doing?
Just saying.
What are we doing?
Don't get me wrong, he's a great quarterback.
We're doing
but between pure ability, I'm taking Dan Marino.
Like what?
You just have to admit that Miami, if you take Dan Marino and put him on the Broncos during those years, and you take John Elway and put him on Miami those years, John Elway can't do what Dan Marino did. But I guarantee you that Dan Marino on the Broncos would have the same success.
After this episode,
if not
go
greater.
on YouTube, look up The Drive. Just look it up. Like, what are we doing?
They Didn't John Elway beat he beat the Falcons for Super Bowl, right? He beat the Falcons for Super Bowl. And let's just look at this. He went, what do you get? 336 passing yards. Like, what are we doing here?
Marino was so good that they were going to go give him his own game on the Sega Genesis.
He's looking at data for a
No. I'm saying you're missing it. You're looking up cosmetic data. We're looking at production.
What sets the standard? What sets the standards for all-time great QBs? What is the standard?
Jewelry.
Production.
No, it's not. Who's the all-time great QB? Who's the all-time great QB? Brian, tell me. Hurry up. Tell me. Hurry up.
Didn't you just say?
Tell me. No.
Hold on. Didn't you just say earlier that you would take Peyton Manning over Tom Brady, even though Tom Brady had more jewelry?
He has jewelry. I can make the conversation. This guy is a bum. He has no jewelry. He has no jewelry.
So hold on. By your standards, is Dak Prescott a bum?
He's not being prepared to dudes that got jewelry. I'm not comparing this guy to dudes that got jewelry. Mahomes has jewelry. You just compared Lamar to Josh. They both don't have no jewelry. It's a comparison.
God.
This guy. God.
Yeah, catch me. Because let me tell you something,
bro.
Because you're only looking at one jewelry. I'm looking at all facets of jewelry.
The only jewelry that matters. What is sets the standards for QBs?
MVPs matters. Who is the most valuable?
Oh my God!
Calm down now. Don't hurt yourself.
Peyton Manning had 5 MVPs. No one cared until he won what? What did he win there? No one cared until what? Until he won the Super Bowl. Because that's the real jewelry that matters. That's the only jewelry that matters.
What are we doing?
Only jewelry that matters. You put this guy Dan Marino in between guys that has jewelry. The best QB in the league. He has 7 rings. He can fill up 7 fingers. Until someone else can fill up 7 fingers, you can't be better than him. You know what I'm saying? Can't be better than him,
but
bro.
You're not answering the major question. Even given all of that, you still took Peyton Manning over Tom Brady, which means that the only defining variable isn't.
Oh my God, bro!
Super Bowl championships.
You can compare the two. To get into the conversation, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna hate from outside the club? You can't even get in. He can't get in the club because he can't. If it was a place where all the QBs with rings could go, he couldn't be there, and that's point blank. All the people with rings could go there. He can't be there. He hasn't had that jewelry. He's not that. He's not that good. You have no jewelry.
He got slaughtered in the Super Bowl. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Bad.
I hear you. But what I'm saying is, I'm looking at arm talent and what you're going to do for the city.
You got it, bro.
He's obviously not going to win anything. So you're going to be losing that city.
You got it, bro. You got it, bro. You got it, bro.
I'm trying to go to
look because I'm asking you, would you remember John Elway the same if he had went to the Baltimore Colts?
Number 1 overall pick.
Do you think he would have?
Number 1 overall pick.
And if he won the same rings, he would still be remembered the same.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Do you think he would have produced the same results on the Baltimore Colts?
I don't know. And you wouldn't know Dan Marino will put the same results with someone else.
Hold on. Let's pass it to our historian. Dan.
Brian, the Colts were at bottom. They were an awful franchise. So yeah, you take a franchise quarterback. Which is why they had the number 1 overall pick. Your franchise. He ended up going to Denver and saved the franchise. So I think he would have done the same thing in Indy. Dan Marino lost.
Denver didn't need saving.
I don't praise losers. I'm sorry. I don't praise losers.
I don't get it.
I don't
get it. People have these conversations every day, if you don't have the jewelry, you cannot be compared. You can only have conversations about people with
I don't
jewelry.
praise losers.
At least one. Go get one piece. Go get one piece. Just go get one.
Like, come on, bro.
You know?
Hey, we can agree to
He's
disagree.
a great QB. Like you could compare him to
Jim Kelly.
What other great QBs don't have no rings?
Jeez, it's like every time I think of a quarterback, he got ice. Like, like all the quarterbacks that don't have rings don't come to mind. McNabb, like, what are we doing? Like, I would say Dan Marino's, he clears McNabb, but like, I'm just saying, like, when it comes to quarterbacks with no ice, I can't really think of any of note.
You're saying that Nick Foles is better than Dan Marino?
Brian. Don't fry me, yo.
This guy, Brian,
Okay,
yo, he be trying to take the goalpost from Alaska and move that
bet.
I'm asking a question.
Better than Lamar Jackson. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Nick Foles
because-
better than Lamar Jackson.
No, because I'm saying I don't agree with it.
But I'm saying
You can't use that on me because I'm saying I don't agree with it. You're saying that jewelry is the only thing that matters.
I didn't say only.
And
I said
I
it
disagree.
matters. I didn't say only.
it matters. But the thing is, at the end of the day, Nick Foles will be able to say he's a world champion because he won the Super Bowl for them.
Where's
They
Nick Foles
can't
right
say
now?
that.
Chilling. He's
What's Nick
chilling.
Foles doing right
No,
now?
actually, he's a backup QB. He has a ring. He accomplished what every kid, everybody in every sport wants to accomplish. They can't say that. That's the whole goal. You just playing for fun? Like, only you just playing for fun? You want to win a championship? He did. He did. He has a ring. He doesn't really need to prove anything else. He's really done.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Let's
you.
agree to disagree.
I mean, what
Thank you.
Lamar, you know what I'm saying? Like, that he can show all the
Let's get into these hot
MVPs.
takes. All right, you know, because we can go on and on. You know,
This guy,
but you know, to change the temperature. Let's get into these hot takes. First hot take coming courtesy of Zay. Go ahead.
Hot take: Zach or John Harbaugh will be fired after this offseason.
You think that?
I don't know. John Harbaugh, he's supposed to be fired last offseason. They've been
think
talking
I
about he's
said
supposed to be
this.
been fired. He's supposed to been gone. You know. Yeah. A lot of people were saying like John Harbaugh's job was only safe because he drafted Lamar, and that was like the Lamar thing isn't helping no more. Like it's time for you to go because the Ravens window is closing. I think it's time to get a new
yeah,
coach.
right.
See if we can spice it up again. And Zach Orr, we can see, bro. Jamal Chase single-handedly put up QB stats.
Yeah. I mean, Zay kind of said it for me. How many times are you gonna make chicken Alfredo until I look outside and say, you know what? I could go get something else to eat. I've been seeing the same thing for 15 years, and the only reason why you even got 15 years was Lamar saved you, and now you're like, come on, yeah. I think it's done. After this year, because y'all not winning the Super Bowl, I'm sorry. Hopefully y'all get a playoff win. He's gone. Like he is gone.
Harbaugh, maybe Zach or I don't think so. And the season isn't over. Things can turn around.
Brother,
No, I
it
don't
can't,
care
bro. Stop
about
this.
the
It can change.
regular
It's not going to change.
You're not winning the Super Bowl.
You're not winning the Super Bowl, bro. Y'all not beating the Steelers.
Yes, we can.
Y'all not beating the Bills. Y'all not beating Kansas City. Y'all not going to beat the Lions if y'all go to the Super Bowl. You're not going to beat the Lions. Not going to beat the Eagles if y'all go there. Like, what are we talking about?
Talking about
Like,
NFC
You have to
teams.
play NFC
Ain't nobody
teams
worried
in
about
the-
the NFC, bro.
Okay.
I will literally, y'all actually play the Eagles. When week do they play the Eagles? I can't wait for that part. I can't wait for that part.
Whoa,
I keep
Baylor.
keep that for that one.
I got the next one for you guys. Hot take. 49ers will still make a deep playoff run despite their 5-5 start. They have a strong core. CMC is back from injury. They have Kittle, Deebo Samuels, and an up-and-coming Pearsall. Kyle Shanahan is a great coach with a great offensive mind, and they have a strong defense. This team has the ability to turn it around, and especially in the NFC. We're going to see teams like the Vikings slump off as we get closer to the playoffs. And the Vikings will only rise.
I think this is very false. CMC isn't himself. Kittle's might go to IR. He was out last week. He's going to be out this week. Samuels has looked like a C+, D+, C-, D+ player. Only people that's really stepping up is Jennings.
You put Ricky Pierce
Jennings
on the radar, not Juwan Jennings. Like, I don't understand.
Not Juwan Jennings.
I don't understand.
The person that's really playing football is Juwan Jennings, bro. Then they just lost to the Seahawks. I don't even think their record is 5. Are they still 5-5?
I don't understand.
It might be 5-6.
They're 5 and I think they're 5-6.
They're 5-6.
Yeah, bro. They're 5-5 at the bottom of the division.
I don't care who it is.
Whoa.
They're at the bottom of the division.
I don't
bro.
understand.
They probably gonna make it to the playoffs.
I don't get it. Yeah, that's an L. Anyway. Last hot take.
That's what I got for you guys. Anthony Richardson will lead the Colts to a playoff win.
Oh my
His performance
God.
this week showed he's ready to own the starting QB role. And things are only going to improve over time.
God.
You have a great running back there in Jonathan Taylor. You have a great receiver core with Downs, Pittman, and Alec Pierce. And
It's too late for the foolishness, I promise you.
no, listen. And things are looking up for the Colts. Richardson showed that he can play ball. He showed that he's not taking any more breaks. And I think throughout the season, especially with their strong defense, they're going to show that continued grit throughout the rest of the season.
Alec Pierce.
Did you just say a 5? Did you just say a 5-6 team is going to win a playoff game?
You just
not even
said the name
500.
Alec Pierce on this podcast.
Season not over.
Alec Pierce.
Alec, have you looked at Alec Pierce's stats this season?
Hey, you watch film, bro? They're 5-6 right now. They play the Lions next week. It is a oh my God. Jared Goff might put up another 50 piece.
All right.
He honestly might put up another 50 piece. So they're 5-7. Let's go to these Colfax, man. Let's go to these Colfax.
Okay. So, for starters, the Cavs are the 4th team in NBA history to start the season 15-0. I think that's absolutely bonkers. Craziness right there. Shout out to the coaching staff, Darius Garland, Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell. Really, really, really good franchise. You know what I'm saying? Also, we have. I said Jared Allen already. So yeah, 15-0 start, and I really can't wrap my head around it. It's absolutely crazy. And go ahead, bro.
I mean, when you look at the Cavs, I think that they're finally in their true post-LeBron era.
All right.
Like, now they're showing they have the propensity to have a good and strong team without LeBron being the centerpiece. Kyrie showed that he couldn't be the centerpiece and this team thrive. But Donovan Mitchell is showing that he can be the centerpiece and this team thrive.
Yeah.
So I think that this team can go far. They have a lot of young talent, and they also have a lot of seasoned professionals. I'm really interested to see how players like Amani Bates will develop over time. Sure, he hasn't really been doing much right now, but he's young.
Shout out my guy.
Give him some time.
Shout out my guy.
He's only 20 years
He's
old.
nice, and I think the future's bright for him. Okay, next up on my list, Georges Niang. He's on the Cavs now, and he's a bit of a journeyman. He has the most wins since 2020 across the NBA. He's ahead of so he has more wins than Joker, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday, and many others. He has 214 wins since 2020. He's a role player that has been on a lot of that had the benefit of playing for a lot of great teams.
What teams has he played for?
He was on a Philly team that was pretty good. He played for, I believe, Cleveland previously, Philly, I believe Indiana, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Indiana, Cleveland, Philly, and all those teams had pretty good, and Utah. And throughout his tenure, all those teams just had very high levels of success. Again, he's a full-blown bench player, has less than 100 starts in his career, and he's played 465 games. So yeah, there's nothing to really write home about, but I just find it interesting that he's just always around good teams.
Senegalese.
Georges Niang? Are you sure?
Yeah, he's Senegalese.
Where are you seeing this? Oh yeah, father was born and raised in
I'm
yeah,
positive.
You're right.
His father was born and raised in Senegal.
Salute. Nicknamed the Midi Man. That's hilarious.
Probably speaks French.
Yeah, probably.
No. Does he have any rings?
No. His first team All G League in 2018. That's funny.
Hey,
yeah,
salute. What else you got?
LeBron James has more triple doubles after turning 36 than every other player in NBA history combined. That's actually nuts.
Wow.
He has 23. The combined total. Yeah, he has 23.
All hail the king.
The combined total from everyone not him is 22. So yeah.
Boy is nice. And he's going to go down as one of the all-time greats. Better than Jordan. You know, the longevity and things he's done in his career.
Yeah, he didn't go retiring and play
player.
baseball. You know.
Being a great father. Good stuff, you know. He's really a model citizen, you know. To end off with, what do you guys feel like is the most overrated stat in the NFL?
You go first, I gotta think.
Go ahead, Quentin.
Oh, I didn't have one ready off the top of my head.
Give me a second, I gotta think. That's
Most
a
overrated stat.
Maybe passer rating? Because like it's a formula, so like you can first of all you have perfect passer rating, which is weird. The rise of cap. And like, yeah, depending on how, you know, it doesn't really dictate. You could throw a bunch of checkdowns and still get a perfect passer rating. So it's flawed, in my opinion. Zay, Ryan, thoughts?
Go ahead, Quentin.
We are. See, I want to agree, but Lamar's had a lot of perfect, cute passer rating games.
Matters, but it's overrated.
Kind of like passer rating. And this might be a steamer. I think an overrated stat is assisted tackles counting towards your total tackles. You should only count solos. Because if there's a dog pile and you're saying, all right, I helped bring this guy down, that's cool and all, but you helped bring a guy down like 7 times. Now it looks like you got 7 tackles on the sheet, but really you're the cleanup crew.
Well,
the guy who made the first contact.
There's
the other guy. Like even for example, in this past game when even this past Steelers Ravens game, Zayd brought up that Patrick Queen had 10 tackles. He had 7 assisted tackles and 3 solos. That impressive when you say it like that.
Like full on. Like what is going on
He's a
here?
hater, bro.
Like, yeah, bro. What are you
Lost.
doing,
Take that.
man? Like, come on, yo. What? Assisted tackles? Okay. Zay, what are your thoughts?
For me, it had to be interceptions as a standalone stat. I don't think it really shows the effectiveness of the.
Yes, I actually like that.
Exactly.
I like that a lot.
Things like
There
that.
should be like wide receiver interceptions.
Like you're getting
Absolutely.
the pick, but it's like, are you really
Right.
like locked down? Is it a bad ball? Is it really? It's not really showing if the cornerback is really elite. Like Jalen Ramsey might not have that many picks, but that really don't show you like that.
Oh, whoa.
He's not effective because he's
Easy,
obviously a lockdown
easy.
corner, and a guy like no, I'm just saying like and a guy like Trayvon Diggs, he got mad picks, but you wouldn't say he's as effective as Jalen Ramsey. So interceptions as a standalone stat, I think is very one-sided. You might got a lot of picks, but does that really like affirm that you're
said.
a lockdown corner?
I like that because I definitely see what you're saying, and there needs to be some level of tweaking with how they measure picks and stuff like that. Because some of these DBs aren't that good.
Great point, because a lot of these players will have a lot of picks, but then they'll also have like over like 1,500 passing yards allowed on them throughout the whole season.
I don't know about 1,500, but
yeah,
a lot. 1,500 is a lot. Yeah, I mean,
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
That was a good question. It was a good.
Because it's like, yeah.
Let's see what it was.
Appreciate that. But all right. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Fever Pitch Podcast. If you aren't already, follow us on Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube and leave a 5-star rating and let us know what you guys think of the podcast. With that being said, it's been Brian.
Yo.
And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.